Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready?
Check his mic.
Cut.
Kill.
20.
Kill. Turn up.
I get it.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Let's go. 95.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6.
Max 22.
From the gun, here's Newton. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Right 88.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
8.
56.
Mike,
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Max 47. Watch the flag.
Now it's Newton. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 45-yard line.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 99.
Cam's going to run the option right. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he'll take this into end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
White 80!
Mike 54.
PPP.
You got nothing.
Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
First down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another.
Big stop.
Left.
Play action now. Fitzpatrick. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Tight dog.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 34-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Strong.
Now Fitzpatrick. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ziggy Ansah make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
They just get the play off. Now Fitzpatrick. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
I'm on.
From the end zone, Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out, watch out, watch out. 8. Check safety, check safety. Check.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They go play action here on first down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Watch twist.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
3rd and 6.
Check, check, 47. Oh, you got deep?
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Completes it to Samuel. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Newton takes it himself, and he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the sneak, kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
3rd and goal.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now the Panthers get set, 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to account for Cam Newton on this play.
It's caught by Bryant. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Martavis Bryant, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
54, come on, 54.
They go play action. Fitzpatrick. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22.
First down, New Orleans.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
54. Switch up. Check.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
At the 40-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
PPP.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 45-yard line. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, zoom.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. That is incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Jim. Feel it.
Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33.
First down, Saints.
Check. Check, hot route. Hot.
Fitzpatrick on 1st down. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Check 26.
From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Kamara off the draw. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal.
56 for Mike. 50. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Fitzpatrick now. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. K1 Short has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
Hey, Delta. Here we go, here we go.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, third and goal. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Take 20!
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Kill!
From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. K1 Short in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like that one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Play action. It's Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Newton now, nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's first and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And now he's going to use his legs. He's got the first down inside the 10. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Throwing is Newton. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it'll be second and goal. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
Here's the party now. 95 is the same. No, check his Mike. Here we go.
Newton now to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is third and goal. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Martavis Bryant as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Strong. There you go. Get down.
Throwing again here. Fitzpatrick on second and 10. Looking deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Golden. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now this throw caught left side. 15 yards on the play, first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Luke Kuechly, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And the pressure gets to him again. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Kill.
Check, 59. Watch the out.
Shift. Watch the shift. Kill.
He's checking crack.
On play action, Fitzpatrick. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Luke Kuechly picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
All day, every day.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
From the 50, Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Newton. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They run it again with Kamara. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front, they got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
On third down, Fitzpatrick. Looking downfield for Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
No, definitely, because you got the lead.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Demario Davis, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Mike 22, Mike 22. Check, 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 check. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
Gun.
Long day. That's going to be a long day. Mike 22, Mike 22.
To try again after the sack. Newton, and he's going to go down again. Cameron Jordan has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. Elsewhere, they have gone to the 3rd quarter now in Dallas. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike, check, 59.
Hey. Go.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Open man is Michael Thomas. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Hey, chill.
Stay at home, stay at home. Right there.
Regular.
Right there, 54.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And this is Cook with a grab. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Motion.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Well, they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers will get the football back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Bandit.
Here's Newton. Quick slant. Caught by Moore. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. That's now his second interception and as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A loss of 2 brings up 7 and 12 at the 48-yard line.
Check 37. Check 37. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking.
On second down, Kamara. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Ball's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Here we go. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
To throw again, Fitzpatrick. And this one complete to Smith. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 16.
You draw forfeit. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Saints.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick. Incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. And Lutz's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
Second down, back at the 18-yard line.
Come on,
2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Pick the edge, pick the edge. Come.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
You don't want no
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Here we go. 180. Gun.
Coming. I'm coming. 47 Mike. 47 balls. 47. I'm here all day.
8.
47's the mic, boys. 47. Check.
After the run, Newton going to throw. Completes it to Samuel. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 83 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Right there.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play.
Taking it right down Broadway. 30, 10. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Panthers, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard for your mom to your pops. Skirt right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad.